but I blame the search committee. You know what Billie Gillespie was at Texas A&M. He's not a Rick Pitino. Let him be his own man. Let him be who he is, and let him build this program the way he did at Texas A&M with AC Law and Company. And that's Kentucky's search committee's mistake, not Billie Gillespie.
Why did it not work out? At least, why did they get off to such a rocky start in these first
years? He did in the first 2 years. He wins 12 games and gets an NCAA bid last year, coming off what Tubby Smith left behind. And Tubby goes on to Minnesota, is doing a great job there. So they had, even though the record shows what it was overall, I think 18-13, the fact is this: they were 12-4 in the SEC East, and nobody expected that. And they got an NCAA bid. Why? Because he had two seniors in Crawford and Bradley. Those guys leave. He's got to go with Jody Meeks and Patrick Patterson, and those two guys have stepped up. Yeah, they've lost some tough games at home. They lost some tough games on the road, but you're building a program. You can't build. My first year at Notre Dame, we're 6-20. My third year, we knock off UCLA and become number one. He needed a third year at Kentucky to get it done.
Give us a sense of what it's like to coach at a program like Kentucky, where the expectations are sky high among boosters and fans.
Sometimes it's almost impossible. And, being Mr. Phelps' Mission Impossible, the old show, yeah, you self-destruct in 5 seconds. Well, they let him self-destruct in 2 years because they wouldn't give him the time to get it done his way. He's a different type of personality, and he was a Bill Self assistant for many years. He does a great job when he went to Texas A&M and gets the job at Kentucky, but they made that choice to hire him in the highest profile. You take Carolina, you take Duke, you take UCLA, you take the history of Kentucky, one of the high-profile jobs, no different than Notre Dame football. You've got to find the right guy for the right fit, but when you make that decision, you live with that decision, and he deserved 3 years not to get fired after 2.
What about the notion that Billie Gillespie's personality doesn't lend itself to being all buddy-buddy or glad-handing boosters and high-profile alums?
Where's the search committee when they interviewed him? Where's the search committee checking out how was he at Texas A&M and what he did for that program with AC Law and Company? So that's the search committee's responsibility. You had time to hire. You knew what was going to go on with Tubby Smith. Yeah, you went after Billy Donovan. You wanted to go that high profile, and he said no because he won 2 national titles at Florida, and he's going to stay. But more importantly, if you do the right thing with your search committee, it's not just one guy. It's going to be 3 or 4 people that make that decision. I blame the search committee for not finding what they wanted and pointing the finger at Billie Gillespie being the guy they want out after 2 years.
At first blush, is Billy Donovan the best fit for Kentucky?
I'd say Billy Donovan is, and John Calipari is. I think if you want a Rick Pitino personality, those are the 2 guys you got to go after, but it's going to be interesting to see if either one of those 2 guys leave. The other guy could be right now, he's at Oklahoma State, Travis Ford, one of their own, who's taken UMass, taken Oklahoma State, and he may be the next guy they look at if they can't get the high-profile coach. And you saw how well Oklahoma State played this year in the NCAA tournament.